Welcome to the NEPA Scene Podcast. We're coming to you live from Cole Creative in downtown Wilkes-Barre. I'm Rich Howells. I'm the founder and editor of NEPA Scene.
And I am John Popko. I work for Alt 92.1, and I am the Saturday night host of Alt Natives on Alt 92.1 at 9 o'clock.
And we are here with Scranton singer-songwriter James Barrett, who is opening for the Menzingers at their annual NEPA Holiday Show at the Scranton Cultural Center on December 22nd. So he's going to end the show with an acoustic song, and we're going to talk about his emotional rock songs, putting together a full band for his solo work, fulfilling a dream by playing the NEPA Holiday Show, and much, much more. So please stay tuned for the full hour. We would love to hear from you, your questions and comments. Please leave those down below, and we will get to them later on in the show. So if you have anything you want to talk about, any of the subjects that we're broaching tonight, anything you want to ask James here, anything you want to ask us, by all means, leave them down below. And not that I have to say this much to you guys. You guys are usually pretty cool, but let's stop with the negativity. So we just hit over 18,000 fans on Facebook, which is really cool, and very happy for that. But I've also, as the numbers have increased, I'm starting to see the influx of the people who would maybe normally post on WNEP's page or the Scranton Times page. And we all know what the comment sections are like. And we don't want that here. You guys might not be aware of it if you're a new time viewer, but we try to remain positive about the area. Now, granted, we don't shy away from the bad stuff. We talk about a lot of the negative stuff on the site and here on the show, but we really try to remain positive overall. So like we had some recent posts where the comment sections really just went crazy. And I don't really like delete anybody unless they're like specifically like if they say something like horribly racist or something, then I'm like, okay, you're gone. You're banned. That's the end of it. Whatever. If you're just being, your typical, NEPA native who's just negative about everything, then I'm not going to stop you, but you could kind of chill it out a little bit on our page if you don't mind. It got to the point where we posted about Kenny Chesney selling out the arena, and it just was a bloodbath in the comments of like all these people were just flipping out about that. And it's like if Kenny Chesney is the worst problem that you have or that our area has, you're doing pretty good in life. So, I'm not a fan personally, but I don't get, my blood boiled about Kenny Chesney playing at the arena. But hey, whatever floats your boat. But so we're here to have some positive conversations. So if you got any of that stuff, we want that. But first, we got to plug our sponsor, Beer Boys.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Rick.
And you know what? Some drinks will help us relax too.
Yeah.
Help us chill out.
I'm kind of on edge. I feel like someone's gonna make fun of my hair in the comments.
Oh, they're already in there.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I just leave.
It's terrible.
I'm out. Shave his head.
Cut the hair, hippie.
Get the buzzer.
We should do that one day. Shave heads.
I've got the buzzer.
Yeah. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've seen you with the bald head.
Yeah.
I had a mohawk. I was in 6th grade, so that was like the closest I've had to a shaved head. I had half. Well, almost a shaved head.
Yeah.
I had the long.
I did that for a little while. Now I can't grow it here, so it'd be pretty funny looking if I tried.
I want to bring the rat tail back.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
The rat.
The rat
Someone
tail.
I went to high school with. Had a rat tail.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm sure there's still a few of those. If you walk around the square long enough, you'll find a few.
My son, his hair is growing now, and he almost has a mini mullet. So it's awesome. I can't wait for it to keep growing. I'll let it go for a little while.
You gotta take them to loyalty.
Yeah, one day, but I'm gonna let him get dirty.
Have Ranella.
Yeah.
Clean him up.
Yeah, they'll get him.
So what do we got tonight?
Beer.
That's
and,
good.
Saugatuck Maple Blueberry Stout, which I'm
that sounds
excited
good.
about. Very excited about that one. Cider Boys Pressed Apple.
Nice.
And Founders Ridiculous.
Well, we'll let our guest, who is actually over 21 now.
Yeah,
the last time on our old show, back when we used to record in Scranton, we had you on the show. And you were all freshly shaven and stuff, so very
Yeah.
different look now.
I pulled the picture out, and and yeah, I look like a child without all the facial hair and the Jesus look, I guess.
Well, now that you're a man and you've walked the earth and
Yeah.
you've
I've endured a couple,
lived
couple more years
hardships,
than being
yeah.
18.
three marriages. And,
Yeah, I actually just got divorced again last week, but yeah, so yeah, I can finally drink now. That's good. I can't tell you how long, like playing shows since I was like 12.
yeah.
Oh my god, and always looking like I was like 4 years older. When I was 12, I looked, I always just looked older, and everyone always like the amount of time people wanted to get me a beer and like couldn't do it.
Right.
And then now it's like it's unbelievable.
Now
we
you can, they probably don't.
Yeah, well, a little bit. It was a good couple months at first, but
Yeah.
then now it's like now I'm buying beer and I don't like
The novelty wears off.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
a while,
I know. I drank a little too much, I think, since I turned 21. But,
That's all right. Do it now.
yeah.
So which one you want to start with?
What's the founder's one?
Ridiculous.
There we go.
All right.
Let's do it.
I know why he chose that one.
I have no idea what you're talking
Because of
about.
the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a certain part of this name.
Founders.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Like,
the
'cause
He's a big fan of the founding fathers.
Yeah.
yes.
And the founder of NEPA scene.
Right.
And Founders Brewing Company.
They have one beer that they had at the Bog when I first turned 21 that I really liked, but it's vanished and I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good.
Well, tonight is Beer Boys Glass Night, so you can stop down for hand-created holiday cocktails in a free Fireball pint glass. And if that's not your thing, there's 72 beers on tap with a half-price happy hour from 9 to 11 and personal pizzas as well. They have a half-price happy hour every night, and there's also live entertainment on the weekends starting at 10 p.m., and there's never a cover.
Take some of that. Yeah, I'll have to get James in there.
Yeah, you should play there.
Is it in Wilkes-Barre? Awesome.
Like a block away.
Right down the street here.
Yeah, I don't go to Wilkes-Barre often. I'm never like, it's like I'm getting a haircut or I'm playing at like the other side or something. That's usually when I'm here.
Right.
So I feel like there's so many things I like don't know exist
Yeah.
down here.
Maybe there is.
I know. I got to get out of Scranton more.
There you go.
I do.
There's that invisible line that people don't want to cross.
I don't know what it is, but like the
The Lackawanna Luzerne County border.
yeah,
That's where it is.
yeah. I don't know, but I mean I feel like it's just like 40-minute drives are just long enough though. Like for me, it's 45 minutes usually, and like if it's 20, I could
From there
Clark
to here.
Summit from Clark Summit.
Clark
yeah.
Summit, yeah, you're pushing it. Yeah.
So like, I feel like 40 minutes is just too long for me to like.
Right,
you know what I
just
mean?
over that
Like you
edge.
get comfortable at like a 20-minute drive, but 40
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, can't do it.
Yeah, I live in like the Pittston area, so I'm like I always say I live in the middle of everything, which Scranton and Wilkes-Barre, but next to nothing.
Right.
Like a Walmart, maybe. I don't know.
Walmart.
Everybody lives next to a Walmart now.
Definitely. Oh God.
What do you think of this one?
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the stout I had was really good, but I don't usually drink a lot of like hoppy beers, but this kind of tastes a little hoppy, but it's
It is.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I didn't even know I was gonna be able to drink tonight. This is great.
Yeah. Thank you, Beer Boys.
Thank you.
And thank you to our other sponsor, the V Spot, one of the most popular bars in northeastern Pennsylvania with live entertainment every night of the week. This week they have Alyssa Lazar on Thursday, the always amazing pop rock band Black Tie Stereo on Friday. Scranton metal band Militia celebrates their 25th anniversary with Punish Face on Saturday. So they have such variety at the V Spot. You can go from Black Tie Stereo to Militia and Punish Face
Well, that's what the V
In one
stands
night.
for. You know that, right?
for variety.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not nothing sexual at all. It's
No,
variety.
not at all.
Yeah.
Especially coming from Vinny.
It's the variety spot. Whatever.
I played there. Wore a big hat that night.
a big hat.
Yeah, I got a big hat finally. Yeah. I spent a long time looking for like a big hat.
Like a Dr. Seuss hat?
No, not like Doctor. Like it's like
Like a top hat?
yeah, but it's like a big hat, like a big fedora type of hat, but it's like big. It's a big
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, found it in Boston. And
Boston.
Yeah.
That's
I have like
where
a
it's
super
at.
villain jacket I wear with it. It's a whole like
Like
aesthetic.
Yosemite Sam?
Not sure. I'm a youngling. I know. Probably there's always the references I never pick up on. either.
How old are you? 21?
21.
We're old.
All right.
Oh,
Let's move on.
And DJ Huff is hosting karaoke on Sunday, and you could vote for NEPA Scene Rising Talent. Our open mic is over for the season, but you can still vote for your favorite acts at nepascene.com/rising talent. You participated in that back in the day.
Yeah.
That's actually where we posted a video earlier today, if you saw on our Facebook page, of a young Jimmy here.
Senior in high school.
Yeah. Playing a song that ended up on your first EP. Like when it was brand new.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's funny. I thought about like the year 2015, like yesterday.
Yeah.
Just, like I kind of thought about what the hell happened that year. Like I feel like I can't really remember much that happened before 2016. I don't know why. I don't know. I just feel like, oh, come on. Damn. You're profiling me.
I don't know
He's
what
blowing
you're
up your
talking
spot.
about.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't know what
profiling
you're
me because of my
talking
long
about.
hair. Jeez.
I mean, stereotypes are there for a reason.
Maybe I just love. No.
Just love Jesus.
I was gonna say that actually. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, no, that's crazy looking at those videos. Like, 2015. Like, yeah, that's when I wrote. Like, that's like when everything like started. That's when I like started playing. I guess like out more frequently, and that's when I met you, and you were a huge help in getting me to. I don't know. Like, guess I could say where I am now. I don't know like where I am now, but definitely further. Definitely from 3 years ago.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. But yeah, like you premiered The Window,
That's right.
and like that was like the first time anybody gave a shit ever. And it was pretty cool. So
You hear that, bands? Premiere your songs.
Yeah.
Stop just uploading them to Facebook and saying, here,
Yeah.
care about them. Put them on the radio. Get them
Yeah.
on a radio show. Premiere them on a website. That kind of stuff. It's good promotion.
yeah, and I've already talked to the both of you about
You
that
have.
a little bit.
Yeah.
About some new stuff, but
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
You got new stuff on the way.
yeah.
Who's going to get it first, me or you? Should we fight for
We're
it?
going to fight for it. By the end of the show, we're going to fight for it. While he's playing like a really nice, emotional song, we're
Beautiful.
beating the shit out of each other. It's going to be great.
Yeah, that's what goes on in my head when I play them, though. It's all right. Someone's beating the shit out of me.
It's like a hardcore show in your head.
But no, those open mics were great. I met a lot of people through them. I have my band practices on Tuesdays and whatnot, and like I feel like I always are just doing something on Tuesdays. But I got to get down to them next time you do. I know you're probably taking.
Yeah,
you're taking
maybe
a
next
break.
season. Yeah, we'll be back at some point. Not
Yeah.
really sure when yet. We haven't
You deserve a
announced
break.
any
You've been
dates. Yeah,
you've endured a lot.
we need a break every once in a while, and to focus on the site too. That always has to be
Yeah.
the priority. As much as I like doing the events and meeting
Yeah.
people and hanging out and stuff like that, it does take away from the site a little bit.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
There's that's.
Well, I
time
might
going
come
on.
back and do a comedy skit next
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah, I'm working on my comedy routine every day. It's kind of just like pretty much my tweets. I'm just gonna make it into a comedy skit.
Nice.
I think it'll do pretty well.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm actually doing that instead of playing at the holiday show. I haven't told.
Oh, that'll go over real.
Comedy routine.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Hello.
What's the deal with peanuts?
Yeah.
Just flew in. Boy, are my arms tired,
Dude. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. The comedy skit. I'll get there
All right.
someday. The hair needs to be a little longer, I think.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Anybody else we want to plug tonight?
Well, I'm here to save Christmas for you.
Oh, good. I was hoping you would. Somebody has to.
I'm here to save Christmas. I mean, everyone has an asshole on their shopping list who sucks to shop for.
Right.
And I have the perfect gift. And it is meat from wildmeats.com. And so here's some gift packs. They come in these nice boxes. You just wrap the shit up and you give it to little Jimmy or whatever. And you're set.
Not this Jimmy.
Not this Jimmy.
But a little Jimmy.
I'd actually, I'd give you some to try, but our last guest actually stole all of my samples. So thank you, Joe Nardone. I think he thought they were free, but
Yeah, he was probably
just took them all. Thanks, Joe. So now I have to get more.
Well,
But,
the good thing is you can go to the Gallery of Sound, just grab a bunch of CDs.
Yeah,
and
just
just walk out with
I
them.
think that's how.
I think that's fair, right?
Yeah. Jesus.
He takes your food.
So,
he takes
yeah.
his-
These are all free samples, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we can chew on some nice jerky, but it's excellent stuff. Wildmeats.com, and if you use the code POPCOFREE at checkout, you get free shipping. So
Nice.
Wow.
save you some money, because jerky's not cheap. So I'm going to save you some money by using the code POPCOFREE, POPKO, and the word free. So
I'm not usually a jerky guy, but I like the stuff you brought.
it was good, actually. Well, that savage Joe Nardone did leave me these.
Oh, okay, good. So there's something we can crack.
These are,
open.
yeah, these are the little beef sticks, which are very good. But the jerky's where it's at, and the summer sausages are very good too. But we'll get to these later.
So what I want to start with is, whenever I'm writing the little description to tell people what's going to be on the show and stuff like that, I've just put singer-songwriter, but, I didn't really want to include a genre per se, because, and artists don't like genres. You ask them what genre they are, and they don't really want to talk about that. So I would, how would you define it?
And that's even the worst question. I don't even know. Like, I'm so bad at it because I always just say kind of I don't know, alternative maybe. I don't really know, but alternative could go a million different ways too. So
right.
I don't really know. I'm terrible at kind of categorizing a genre. I guess now the music I'll be playing at the holiday show and from here on out is more rock oriented.
Right.
I sent you a rough mix of something to kind of get you an idea of it.
Yeah.
But definitely a lot more going on than I guess the singer-songwriter and whatever you would call it I was doing.
Right.
Because I switched I don't know, I just switched to an electric guitar and then I could not give myself a genre. I don't know what, I don't know why that just confuses me so much, but so I don't really know what to categorize it. But the new stuff's more rock and punk oriented.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say that having listened to all your other stuff, your previous EPs, you have, 3 out? 4?
Let me see, one more, Metamorphosis, 20, and then I did a split. So 3 to 4-ish kind of.
So they're very stripped down, simple, and what you gave me a listen to earlier was more. There's a lot more layers going on. There's a lot of other instrumentation and stuff like that. So is that really the direction that you're going now?
Yes, I always wanted to be in a band. That was always the goal. For some reason, I always just I always thought by going under my, I don't know, I had a band called Emberá, and I kind of always just felt if I wrote something and put it under Emberá, it was hard to get the same response that I'd get if I put it under my own name, because I already had a following, I guess, under my name.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we just kind of stopped playing, but I still wanted to have a band. But I was like, you know what, I've been writing a lot of songs full band for a long time, 2 years. And I was not sure if I was going to keep it under my own name or not, but now I'm just going to keep it under my own name. It's going to be a full album, 13 songs or something like that I have right now. And I'm pretty excited about it, though. I've always wanted to play heavier music. I feel like that's going to be the surprise of it, I guess, because it's definitely nothing
Yeah, there was a
my
little
other
bit of
music.
a harsher vocal in there at one
Yeah.
point in the song and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That's what I always listened to growing. I mean, I listened to a lot of shit, but I always listened. I mean, I love the Menzingers and it's just, I don't know, I'm pretty pumped. I always wanted to play music like that, but it never worked out until right now, I guess. But that's why I feel like it's working out at a good time. So.
Well, what I always liked about your music is, as a guy who's nearly, not quite, but nearly twice your age. I'm a little older. I'm a generation ahead of you. So, but I listen to your music and I can still relate to it. I listen to the lyrics and I get real oh man, this is some deep stuff coming from a young guy. And that's not easy to do. It seems like you're kind of a little wise beyond your years, kind of the way that you write and stuff like that. So I want to talk a little bit about your mindset when you're writing this type of music and stuff, because there's a lot to it, I think.
Well, thank you. I definitely. I don't feel like I'm wise beyond my years. I was.
Well, at least you sound that way on the
Thank you.
album.
That's good.
I don't know.
As long as if people perceive me that way, then wow, that's
Even
pretty
better,
sick.
right?
Yeah. But Yeah, I don't know what my writing process is. It's just like kind of all over the place. I could spend like years writing like one song, or I could finish a song in like a day. I always struggled when I was younger to write when I was in a positive mood, except for the song "Sunshine" that you play in your show all the time. It's the only song I have that is not totally depressing. But I kind of wanted to change that when I went to the band, like, because when it was just me on a guitar writing like really sad personal music, like it's only me and like only like the only thing, I don't know, I just like sometimes it gets too emotional, and like I write such personal songs because it's like the only thing I'm good at writing. But so when I play them live, sometimes it just like, you know, it bums me out like years later, and I'm like, okay, so like that, all the stuff I played before, I really made it like super emotional. I kind of want to do the same thing, but kind of make it more music related as well. Like I mean, still focus on the lyrics, but like having a heavier band, I feel like I can create a lot of that emotion without having to be like so depressing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at least like with a band, like it's like you can like kind of move to it a little bit. Whereas when it's just me, you're just like watching me like just sing about being sad.
Watching you be sad.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And at least when I have a band, I can move around and be sad. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
I feel like that's the way I look at it.
You
But
can cry, it's okay.
I cry all the time.
Yeah, as long as there's a band with you.
Yeah,
Right.
That's
That is
that's what I thought the rule was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess that's my writing process. The stuff I've been writing. I've been writing it for so long. Like I said, it's probably been like 2 years. But I've kind of had that all kind of planned out. Like I didn't play a lot this year. I didn't really do a lot this year, but I really focused on that. And I had a goal to play the holiday show this year, so that worked out pretty well. But and then hopefully we'll have a song out next week as well. So
Nice.
Really excited to get full band stuff out. It's all I've been thinking about for a long time.
Yeah, how did that happen? Because last year you played the show as well. So it was, for me, it was...
It was the last second edition.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But like I say this all the time, you know, I thought when I, you know, being in this scene for as long as I have been, I thought I had my finger on the pulse of like what was going on. So I started the show Alt Natives back in August of 2017, and I was introduced to so much great stuff, and you're definitely on that list. And so that was August, and you know, fast forward to December real quick, and then I see you on the stage with the Menzingers. Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, this is awesome. And what a great, cool moment for you, because like
Yeah, it was
we
pretty awesome.
interacted very briefly, and it was usually over, you know, the internet,
Facebook,
you
yeah.
know, Facebook. So I really didn't know you, but you seemed kind of like not. I just kind of like, you know, from what I understood, it was like you're shy, kind of.
Yeah, I feel like at first. I mean,
Yeah.
like I'm kind of like, once I get going, I feel like I'm good. Like I'm
Yeah.
very like if I have to meet someone, like when I like travel and do shows by myself, first like 20 minutes I'm like, like totally on. I don't know anyone, you know what I mean? But like usually, I feel like once I can like break that barrier,
Yeah.
I'm good at talking to people. I work in like at Caravia in Clark Summit, so I talk to people literally all day, and I'm like good at it. Like it's fun. I could be good at it in that setting, but then like when I have to meet someone like anywhere, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird, but
Well, to that and your music, I was like, oh, he's like a shy guy or whatever, and like you
Yeah.
see you on stage. I was there. I missed your set, but that's cool. Yeah. So I mean, how did that happen?
So I know. Well, I was trying to get on it for. I mean, I think if I ever got on it, last year was definitely the year that like it'd be like I'd be happy with myself being on it. I was not good, really. I don't think I'm good now, but like even like last year, that's when I say like, you know what, that's good that I played it then. If I played it any earlier, I was not good enough to play that show, and it'd be kind of embarrassing if I look back on it now. But no, it worked out because I know Bobby Dodd, who is like a manager of running the holiday show. He's really good friends with my buddy Wes, and I met him a couple years ago, and I found out that he helped put it together. So like the second I met him, I was like, okay, like maybe he can help me out. And but I tried getting on it earlier that year, but it didn't really work out. But 3-man dropped, and then I just was getting ready that day, and I got a missed call, and I thought it was like my grandma always calls me instead of my dad by accident, and it was like the same like Pittston 3-something number that I thought like, oh, this is probably like my grandma just trying to talk to my dad. I'll call her right back. And then it was Tom May leaving me a voicemail asking me to open. And I was like,
Holy shit!
I was like getting ready to go to the show. You know what I mean? Like I was like,
As
holy
a fan.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit. So I freaked out.
Did you change your outfit? Like,
Actually, no, because I kept I had a nice blue shirt on. I kept the blue shirt
Alright.
on. I was pretty sweaty by the end of that show. I think the blue shirt came off at some point. I had an undershirt on, but yeah. So I just got that voicemail, and it's just because of my friend Bobby that he helped me out. But yeah, it worked out really well. It's funny though. I guess like I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying it, but Pat Breyer is married to my cousin, and something happened that night because my cousin was pregnant, and I guess she was, I don't know, something happened where she just had to get checked out. You know, she was feeling sick or whatnot. But because of my cousin's child, I got on the show, and then now that's the reason I'm on it now.
So you must have made a good impression, obviously, if you're on it again.
Yeah, well, I pretty much, I just texted Tom and just asked him, like, immediately the day they announced it. And, like, that's the thing. It's, like, he's a really awesome guy. And, like, he's super nice. And I try not to act like a fan.
yeah.
Right.
When I have these moments, but it's so hard.
Right, yeah, try to be cool.
Just, I mean, like, I've been listening to the Menzingers. The first time I saw them live, it was 2009.
Mm-hmm.
I was fucking, like, 11 years old. My friends Bill and Nathan fucking took me to the old Vintage Theater, like the one on Wyoming, next to the Ritz, or in the Ritz, I don't even know. And that night, I literally remember being at this show, and having no idea who this band was, but I just knew they were a sick band from Scranton. And so I remember being at the show, and someone was like, "Yo, dude, this kid's small. Do you think he wants to go up?" And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "You want to go up?" I was like, "What?" And they just picked me up. And it was like a ceiling kind of like this one, where you can like punch through it. I went through it. My head went through it. And flash forward to, a couple years down the road, they're like my favorite band, and I got to open for them, and now I get to open for it again. So it's like, it's really sick. I mean, I spent my whole like, not my whole life, but like the important parts of my life right now listening to that band. And like, I mean, I think everybody that listens, like everyone that listens to them around here, like understands, like we all just have like such a special connection with that band. And it's like, it's pretty awesome and surreal to open for them, and it's really awesome. I gotta stop fangirling a little bit. I'm like,
Well, the thing with the Menzingers too, I think, is that you wish them nothing but success because they're all such good guys.
Yeah.
They're all so down to earth and whatever.
Yeah.
So many people, they get famous, they get too big for their britches, they don't really care where they came from anymore, or any of that kind of stuff. And here's guys who come back every year to the
it's
area.
awesome.
They do this charity show. For those who don't know, the NEPA Holiday Show
Yeah.
raises money for arts programs for kids in the area.
that's the
every
thing that's
year,
awesome. I mean, if
which
you
is
think about it,
amazing.
if you're a band and you have that following, like you could make crazy money playing a whole time show, and that's awesome that they don't. They just they donate it right back, and like that's why it's awesome. I don't know, it's real cool. The whole show's been awesome every year that they've done it, and it's just like an honor to be on it again. It's really cool.
I got into them late. I feel like I think it was 2013, and we had them on the cover of a weekly publication.
That shall not be named.
At one point, I think it was like a year prior to that, and then I kind of like ran into like in 2013
Yeah.
when they played a beer festival in Scranton
Yeah.
at Montage.
Oh, yeah,
and I
that's
was
right.
like,
Oh, I forgot.
I did the interview for that.
yeah, and
remember
I was
that.
like, holy shit! Like what have I been for the past like however long it was?
Right, right.
And
I feel like that's the response everybody gets when they start listening to them. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
why have I not listened to this band?
I
Yeah,
bought
yeah.
I forget what album it
On the
was.
Impossible Past.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's the best.
And oh yeah, it's fucking incredible. Casey is hands down my favorite song.
I think Gates will always be my favorite.
That's a good one too.
Menzingers.
They're all good. Like,
Oh, yeah.
So then I went and I bought every one before that, and
Yeah.
I've been a huge fan ever since.
Is
And,
it? Yeah, I don't know. It's all. I was listening to Chamberlain Waits came out. I think I was in 7th grade, something like that, and like, oh my god, I loved that was all I listened to, and it's funny because like, I feel like nobody would ever listen to the music I was listening to when I was like at Abington Heights, and I was in 7th grade in Clark Summit, and they were just, I don't know, they're just really sick band, definitely huge influence on my life with music and whatnot. So
If you guys want to be on the show, feel free to contact us. You can sit on this couch where James is sitting.
Tom May was on the old show.
Yeah.
And so was he. So, if you want to be on the new show with the video and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
and Tom was just played our theater. last December.
That's
too.
right. Yeah. So by all means.
A lot of connections here.
What? Oh my God! They played the night before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally forgot about that. I was there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Were you at the?
Yeah, I was at. Yeah, didn't Tiger's Jaw play too? Is that? Or
Yeah.
that was,
It was Tiger John Menzingers.
Wow, that was a year ago.
Yeah.
That feels like decades ago, honestly. Actually, that feels like it's weird. Some things like 3 years ago feel like a day ago, and then some things like a month ago feel like lifetimes ago.
I saw a meme on Facebook. It was like, I still think the 90s were 10 years ago, but it's like 30 almost.
Yeah.
30 fucking years ago? Holy shit, I'm old.
I feel like too, like we're in like the news business, the entertainment business, and stuff like that. The news cycle changes so frequently, and whatever, that you think that stuff happened years ago, and you're like, oh no, that was like 6 months ago. There's just, you're always trying to keep up with whatever the latest thing is and stuff like that. It just builds up after a while, and you forget like how much stuff happens in a year's time. That's nuts. Even just like the shows that we've done. I mean, we're nearing 100 episodes pretty soon of this version of the show.
Are we? Wow.
And we had.
Did we get syndication after some kind of
I hope so.
syndicated after? Is it 100 usually? Is that when you can?
Well, you know what the thing is too is I know the guy that runs ECTV, the local broadcast in Scranton, and he said, "Oh, I see your show. I can put your show on there," and I'm like. Yeah, we're going to need somebody to sit there and beep out all the curses. So if you're that kind of person that has that kind of time, because I certainly don't, to sit there and beep out every single curse that we have on
and I get them in there just because we can.
Right. I mean, we are the only uncensored show of our kind in the area.
Yeah.
Nobody else can do that.
I always, oh my God, like, I'm good at watching what I say around people, you know what I mean? But I curse all the time. It's so bad. And like, it's especially when I can't. It just makes it so much more likely that I'm gonna like shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
But at home now too. I'm trying to like not prepare myself for like that life.
I'll never. I was in 6th grade and I was playing an orchestra concert and the bridge broke on my bass, and it was terrifying because it like snapped the strings and they're huge.
Yeah.
I just screamed "fuck." Like, because it's terrifying. It was like I literally was playing it and went boom. And I was like, "Fuck!" like that, and on film, on fucking film. Like we watched it the next day, and like awesome. As clear as day, all you hear is like a sonic boom, and then me being 12-year-old Jimmy screaming "fuck." It was, and then I broke the bass. So
that's great.
Here I am now.
See, you could get past those things. Yeah. Those things that you said at like 2 a.m. and you're like, oh, why did I do that? Yeah. And it was like 10 years ago.
Dude,
why am I even thinking about this right now?
Yeah,
you could get over it.
I dwell on all that stuff.
Just think about this blueberry.
This is the maple. I have it right here. Sorry.
The Saga Talk Maple Blueberry Stout. Kind of got a smoky flavor to it.
Yeah.
What does Michael Scott say in The Office? Michael Scott, he's like, has an oaky afterbirth. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
I've never watched that show. I mean, like, I've bits and pieces.
How do you live in Scranton?
Well, here's the thing. Like, when it came out, I think it was just over my head. I was like, I just don't have time for this kind of comedy. It's just I don't have time for this. And
the wrong attitude.
Yeah, that's half my life. But wrong attitude, John. But I have to get into that. I think my mind is ready now.
Well,
now I just have no time.
Right. Well, it's on Netflix for those late nights when you're up with the baby or something.
Yeah, when your kid's walking all over the place.
He sleeps pretty good. He sleeps pretty good. Yeah, but just now I got to go to bed.
Right.
I'm tired.
This actually has more of a blueberry flavor than I was expecting.
Yeah, I don't know how it's like. I don't dislike it. Mm-hmm. I'm like indifferent. I don't know.
It's good. I like it. I like anything blueberry, really. Yeah. So this in particular.
Well, if you want to try it, head down to Beer Boys.
That's right.
Beer Boys. Head down to Beer Boys. Am I getting drunk already?
It's early.
It's way too early. I have had like
Didn't you just
half
take
a beer.
3 shots, right? And you got in.
What? No.
So you're putting together a full band for this particular show. Now, is that going to be?
Oh, so actually, it's for like the foreseeable future.
Okay.
That's what I hope. That's the goal.
So you can talk about how did you find these guys, put them together, that sort of thing.
So the drummer was definitely an easy find because my brother is a fantastic drummer, Tyler Barrett.
Oh, well, that works out.
He's 4 years older than me, so he started drumming when I was really young. And then my dad always played guitar, so like the two of them were like the reason I started playing bass, and then I taught myself guitar. So my brother drums, and then I have my buddy Angelo Marizelli, who recorded one more. And he also played bass for the last couple Emberá shows that we did. He's playing bass now and doing some harmonies and stuff like that. And then Doug Griffiths, very great friend of mine, used to be in Skip Town Maddie years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going back.
Yeah, trombone.
Yep.
And then he was in Those Clever Foxes,
Yep.
Purcell. He just writes such pretty leads, and I just love playing with all of them. It's just awesome. And so right now that's the lineup. I'm thinking about adding someone to play synth. Kind of want a synth.
Oh, that'd be
I don't
cool.
know. But so right now it's just the four of us. But pretty excited about it.
Synth is so hot right now.
It is. It's coming back.
Did you ever see The Lords of Synth? Anyone
No.
ever see The Lords of Synth?
No, I don't think I have.
If anyone's watching this, look up The Lords of Synth. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
It's like I guess it like premiered on Comedy Central like once. It was like 3 in the morning randomly. Not Comedy Central, Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Like randomly like 3 in the morning, it just premiered. It was this random like short film type of thing. It's just the most ridiculous video ever. But
I just
Lords
wanted
of
to make a reference to Zoolander. Do you know that one?
I've watched half
All
of
right.
it. I got drunk in Philly, and then I did not make it through.
That was the only movie I've ever walked out on.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know why, because I love it now. But when I was in 11th grade and paying money to see it, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I walked out. Shame on me.
Now you regret that.
It's the wrong attitude.
Wrong attitude.
Your whole life, man.
You've had it for your whole life.
So are you
Sorry,
are you kind of then combining Emberá, because obviously there's different members? in the
Oh
band.
yeah, so pretty much just Dave Sirkonich was my guitarist in Emberá, and he was like one of the best guitarists I've probably ever met in my goddamn life. But he goes to school in Syracuse, and on top of that, I think he's in LA right now, doing some crazy internship. But it's pretty much just like it's pretty much what Emberá was, but on like a bigger scale, I guess, and just under my own name, because the most part, I'm always going to be probably doing stuff by myself, you know what I mean? Just like the way it's always been. I always write all the music, and I figured now with like my name being out there for the last couple of years, it's just the best to keep it under my own name. So yeah, it's pretty much just what Emberá was. Like, if Dave's ever around and he could fill in on guitar for me, that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? It's probably just going to be like all over the place with members a little bit until until things get rolling, I guess. But right now, I love playing with Angelo and Doug and Ty, and I hope it could stay that way for a long time. So it's really nice. But so I guess it's kind of like a combo of Emberá and what my new music will be, So
Your latest album is 20.
20, yeah, which I released when I turned 20.
Yeah. So obviously a lot has changed since then, but we didn't get to talk to you during that, so it's been a little while. So maybe we'll catch up a little bit. Maybe what have you been up to like the past couple of years in terms of music and getting out there and playing shows and stuff like that?
I'm trying to think. Yes, like one more was when I was a senior.
Yeah.
So then, I graduated high school, and then that was great. Finally being able to play and not worry about going to school.
Right.
But it's definitely still like terrifying a lot of the time, because like everyone else is in school, like furthering their careers.
Yeah, doing like the college thing and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, it doesn't always work for everybody.
Yeah. If you do, and I know certainly it definitely would not fucking work for me. Like I've hated school, and to me, like the long-term goal has always been to play music. So I feel like if I went to college, I'd still want to do I'd still be wanting to do what I'm doing now, but then I just have the,
It just kind of
Massive
get in the
debt.
way.
yeah, the weight of going to classes and then extraordinary debt. Yeah.
That's the part that really prevents me from recommending it to so many people.
It's just crazy. how
I met
expensive
some
it
great
is.
people in college, but was it worth the debt? I probably could have met those people on my own. There's, I can't think of a reason. Even my career wise, there was no job that I got since then that was because of the degree. It was more, what can you do?
Yeah.
What are your abilities more than the piece
also
of
who
paper?
you know. Who you know, I feel like is everything.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I mean, you could be like the most talented fucking person ever, but
right.
if you have no connections, you're really probably
that was
yeah.
the biggest problem is because
Yeah.
local media especially is so ingrained in who you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know anybody. My family doesn't know anybody, so
Yeah.
it was always a struggle to
Yeah,
get to that next level. at
To
some
me,
point.
as for my career, my career is this, so can't really say I like not going to school is. It's definitely helped a lot because I can tour whenever I want. Not
Sure.
that I do a lot, but I definitely play a lot. 2017, I played a shit ton. Played in Philly a bunch, and then I did a week run in August, and working at Caravia's pretty sick because my boss is awesome and lets me take off anytime I need off for shows, get it off no hesitation. It's perfect. So I'm definitely thankful to have that because I can just leave. I just left for 5 days a couple weeks ago, and
Nice.
it was no big deal. So that's
great.
definitely
That's
nice. Yeah,
Part of
Yeah.
the whole thing, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty nice. So we were talking about how it's cool. That was where we were on that. But yeah, no, it's definitely nice not going because I can just do what I want.
Right.
It's definitely still kind of scary when I'm seeing other people who are going to school with have these crazy internships at these fucking ridiculous places, some abroad. You know what I mean? It's insane. But it's a whole different schedule when you're doing music because it's not 4 years and then you're here. It's
Right.
you don't know.
Yeah, it could be 20.
Yeah.
You know?
And I always think about I always freak out thinking I'm not supposed to this is what am I doing? Is this am I at where I should be? But then I think my favorite band's the Gaslight Anthem and Brian Fallon.
Dude.
Brian Fallon released the 59 sound at 28.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is fucking 7 years for me, which is insane.
I found them in 2013 as well.
Really?
At the same time as the Menzingers.
Oh god.
And I was
They were the first band first show I ever went to was Gaslight, Thrice, Alkaline Trio, and Rise Against. I only knew Rise Against in one song by Gaslight, and then Alkaline Trio became one of my favorite bands. The Gaslight Anthem is now my favorite band.
favorite
So-
Gaslight song.
Oh holy shit!
That's not a song.
Well, favorite album was Get Hurt, which is controversial.
Wow. Okay.
Get Hurt's the best Gaslight Anthem album. I like Helter Skelton on that album a lot. Oh my god, there's too many. I don't.
Yeah.
There's just too. You can't even choose. They're
I
all so
like
good.
I like Howl.
Oh, Howl's great.
Yeah.
I saw them. I went to their two of their anniversary shows,
Nice.
and it was some of the best nights of my
I
life.
saw them at Terminal 5,
Where's that?
New York City.
Nice.
2015.
Damn. Brian Fallon's.
Awesome. I'm not a huge fan of his solo stuff.
The new album's great. Did you listen to Sleepwalkers?
Yeah, it's okay. I like Gaslight.
I felt the same way at first. When that album first came out, I was not I wasn't hooked.
Okay.
I liked it, but I was just it's Brian Fallon. You know?
Yeah.
But then I listened to it a little more, and a little more, and a little more, and I think it's actually phenomenal. Then I saw it live, and
I'll
I was
give
like,
it
holy
some-
shit, this
I'll
is
give it
fucking
some-
great.
yeah.
So definitely check it out a little more. I
What about the Horrible Crows?
I love the Horrible Crows.
Yeah.
It's one of my is it Elsie? Is that the album? It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
albums ever. I feel like.
Yeah. All right, sorry.
Yeah, we were talking about something way different.
Sorry.
That's all right. I was just kind of perusing the comments, seeing if anybody had anything to say. Well, there's lots of Barretts in the comments,
Oh God.
all saying good things and cheering you
What
on.
Barrett's
That's
we
cool.
got?
Let's see, we
your whole
got
family.
Minerva
Barrett,
my mother.
Jonathan Mail, my nephew, he says.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
There's Jim Barrett,
My dad.
Aaron Barrett,
My sister.
Jennifer Barrett.
My sister.
that's good.
Kevin Barrett.
My uncle.
You got a whole family reunion.
You're starting naming Barretts I don't know. Did you guys hear about the James Barrett meme that came out over the summer?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, not about me, but there's
Yes.
a James, like the vegetable artist shit.
Yeah.
The amount of if you don't know about it, just look up James Barrett meme. It's not about me, but the amount of fucking people that have sent me it, and on top of that, the amount of times random strangers have messaged me
Oh, yeah.
asking about my wife or the vegetable artist. Some random dude who was like fucking, like he had to be like 30 years old. He's from California. Goes, does your wife know about the vegetable artist? Yeah. People are commenting on all my shit. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh my
And they're
God.
doing that so you'll like comment so that they can
So
screenshot it.
I
and then
reply to
upload
every
it.
one. If you see the meme, I reply to every one of them. This is James Barrett's wife. Fuck off. Oh, it's great.
Perfect.
Yeah. Sorry. I laugh at my. This is why. You see, this is why I want to do the comedy skits. I laugh at all of my own shit all the time.
Yeah.
I think I'm the funniest person I've ever met at all times.
So you'll be your biggest fan.
Yeah. I don't need anybody else. I only need to make as long as I'm laughing.
Do your own laugh track.
Yeah.
You work for the Big Bang Theory. That show's fucking terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
Ooh, holy
fuck
shit,
that
it's
show.
bad.
Thank you.
I hate.
Thankfully, it's the last fucking season. I can't wait till it's over.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know if I've ever seen more than 10 minutes at a time of it, but I just.
My aunt and uncle love the show. They're like, no, you gotta watch this episode. This will change your life. And I'm like, fucking terrible.
No.
And me as a
way.
geek, especially, like it's shoved down our
Right,
throats.
it should be like your
oh, you
thing.
should like this because you like
You can
comics and
relate.
stuff.
You can
and it's
relate
like,
to this nerd.
no, I cannot
See, I
because
know-
this is clearly written about people who know nothing about that stuff.
I know nothing about
and they're
the
just
show.
putting it in there as references.
The only thing I know about the show is that I don't like it. That's it. That's the
But
only.
it's so
It's so
fucking.
bad.
I don't know how it's so popular.
I don't know.
I don't know how.
Honestly, I don't know how anything on just regular television.
Yeah, that's true.
The only thing I like about it is Bare Naked Ladies does the song at the beginning, and I like that.
Actually, I lost respect for them because they did that song on that show.
Hey, gotta get paid, man. Gotta get
Well,
paid.
I mean, I'm not mad at them for that.
Well, I don't even know what the hell.
So
No idea how we got there.
Lucas Martin says this sounds beautiful. He was referring to we were playing one of your songs during the wait screen.
Oh, nice.
I think Weiss Parking Lot. Is
Oh,
the one
nice.
that
It's
I
a very
put in there.
horribly sad song.
It is.
But I'm glad you found it beautiful.
Bobby Keller, one of the only musicians that played at Ale Mary's that I didn't mind moving tables for.
Dude, I feel bad. Bobby saw me on my 21st. Bobby, if you're watching, I'm so sorry for how dude, my boss showed up, got me trash.
Yeah.
I was so loud. I was so happy. It was good. I wasn't crying. I was like just so happy. So I mean,
Right.
at least I wasn't like fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like overjoyed, but I was definitely really fucking loud. So
That's all right.
sorry about that.
It's better that than being the angry like
Fuck you,
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck you.
You'll be forgiven for that.
I was a happy dude, you know.
He also has a suggestion for your band name, James Barrett and the Kung Fu Cats.
Kung Fu Cats. I'll have to see if that's
That
taken.
sounds pretty good.
I got to make sure James Barrett and the Kung Fu Cats is not taken. There might be
That's
another,
true.
another one out there.
So many band names are taken now.
I know. It's like, you know, it's very hard to find one.
So Nick Looney asks, any plans for a full band tour?
Full band tour. That's a dream goal. I hope sometime next year, even like weekends.
Yeah.
I want to do. I know we're playing a full band show in Stroudsburg in January with Headspell and a couple other bands at the Living Room. And then as for that, I don't really have anything booked, but I'm trying to book all of my like solo shows that aren't at bars, like covers. You know, any like show I'm doing just my own music. I want it to be full band for 2019. So that's the goal. So if I could do tours, that'd be great. I just gotta, I got other people to work with now.
Right.
That's the only difficult problem, having a band. You have to work with other people.
Right, the scheduling.
That's like the worst part. But
Yep.
hopefully next year, it'll go well. And I can do some tours.
Tom Flannery says, tell us about your songwriting process. He did talk about that a little bit. So maybe I can add something
Tom's
else.
a great dude.
Yeah.
Tom, what's up?
If I can add to that at all, like when you're writing emotional songs that like you said, are sad songs or whatever. Do you have to kind of reach into that to play that live, or does that kind of like bring you down at all to like have to relive that kind of stuff over and over again every time?
Yeah, so that's kind of like why I'm moving on from all the stuff. Not all of it, but the majority of the songs that I've written. It doesn't mean I'll never play them live again, but like a lot of them just bum me the fuck out, and like I don't want to be bummed out anymore. There's enough stuff to bum us out throughout the day to begin with. I don't want to create anything else that's gonna relive.
Well, you did say something before that, like I think people. It might be easier to write about those
and that's the thing.
So relate to them more.
To me, that's the easiest thing to write about for me is what's bothering me.
Right.
I could feel like anybody could talk about what's bothering them, but for me, when I'm sad or like frustrated or really whatever, to me the best thing for me to do is just to write and get it out. Because if you let stuff bottle up, you just go crazy. Which I do a lot too. And usually I let shit bottle up for a while, and I write like 6 songs. And then it's pretty sick, though, because I get like, oh, wow, this is like half an album. This is great.
Right.
But, so as for the old stuff, it's not that I don't want to not play it anymore, because I think a lot of people relate to it, or that's what I've been told. But I want to, for the new stuff, I've been trying to write songs that are, definitely personal, and they're still just as personal and still just as emotional, and I think just in many different ways, and they're not going to kill me to play them live, which is how I feel. That's the best part about that, I guess. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Eli Donovan, New Zealand shows when?
Yeah, that's my friend from New Zealand. Eli he found me on Bandcamp, that's crazy. The power of the internet.
Yep.
Blessing and a curse.
Yeah. Yes. It's definitely the worst thing ever, and also very awesome at the same time. And it'll definitely.
Where would we be without memes?
Honestly, it's the only thing. It's like the downfall of our society, but also the only thing holding us together. I feel like. Memes.
Right.
Yeah. Memes, literally.
Yep.
Twitter, essentially.
Yeah. Right.
But oh my God, if I can go to New Zealand, Jesus, I haven't been to many states. I gotta wait till I go to New Zealand, I think. But that'd be fucking sick. Hopefully someday.
Well, you can always maybe jump on a tour or something. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe the Menzingers will.
Yeah, in New Zealand,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that sound is.
Someone's bowling.
Yeah. So you did some stuff with Honest Face Records and OK Sweet Records. OK Sweet put out your cassettes.
Yeah, this is my friend Joel from Nazareth,
Yeah.
PA. He put out the cassettes of 20,
Oh, cool.
which was a big help. They're nice, cool little pink cassettes, which I still have a shit ton of. So if anybody wants
So
to...
if you're one of those guys.
Yeah, take them off my hands because I don't want them anymore. And then Honest Face is the kid I record with, Jake Checkaway. For anybody listening, Jake Checkaway in Philadelphia. I think he's unbelievable at engineering and everything like that. I've done everything since 20 with him, so including the split I did with my friends in Worries. And I did a song for a benefit for Planned Parenthood that his label put out in April. I had a song called Something Grand that was on there. So everything I do has been with Jake. The new music's all with Jake. I think he interned for Will Yip at one point, which is awesome. Will Yip records all the Menzingers and Tiger's Jaw and Citizen and like every big album in that genre out right now. I think he's great, and I'm hoping that I think we're going to try to do something with this release with Honest Face. I was like thinking about trying to submit it to labels and whatnot, but I'm going to try to ride it out just a little longer, being independent, and see what I can do. Not independent, but with Jake.
Thank you.
With his label. Oh, I got to finish my beer. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you're slacking.
I'm slacking.
So you talked about your job and stuff. Making it as a working musician is not easy.
No, definitely not.
Trying to do what you can. What do you think are as a young up and comer doing this kind of stuff? What are your biggest challenges to making it, so to speak, or making a living doing what you want to do?
I feel like this time is like the hardest part. Like finding time to get shit done, practice, record, and then on top of that, I make money from my job, but then it goes right back into recording. Once it's done recording, it goes into getting physical copies and distribution. It goes to gas money for shows. It's just like
Right.
money's definitely a big. It's like it's up and down though, because with music, like you can make good money very pretty easily, and on top of that, some nights you can get nothing. And there's nights where I'll walk away with like a good chunk of money when I play, and there's nights where I don't. It's up and down, but it's like you got to lose a lot of fucking money before you make any of it, in my opinion. So I've definitely lost a lot of money, definitely made a good amount of money, but it's like a kind of like a balance. It's like if I get a lot of money, I'll lose a lot of money, but then I'll go back up, and it's up and down. But Bandcamp has been pretty helpful when people like leave donations and shit like that. That's always been pretty nice. But working at Caravia is sick. Like I said, they take care of me very well, and it's just so convenient. I like deliver catering orders and shit like that. So the car always smells like bread. But
Not a bad thing.
no, it's nice. Like that meme, let's get this bread. I literally get this bread every morning, actually, for Caravia. Every morning,
your life.
every morning I get to fulfill that goal, that everyone's trying to fulfill every day. But yeah, so there's struggles with it, but overall, I'm doing okay, I guess.
It's good to hear. So one of the things we love to ask musicians when we have them on the show, your best show, your worst show.
Oof. Oh God, I've had a lot of bad shows. I don't know what my worst would be. I can tell you one of my best. It's definitely not my best, but I don't know what my best is. But one of my best shows I just played recently in DC, at a house called Mr. It was like a house show, a DIY house show, and it was really sick. And the house was just awesome. Like everyone was just like there to listen to music, and like it was just I don't know, something about the whole environment. I met so many fucking people that night. And it was the first time I ever played in D.C. Last time I was in D.C., I was in 8th grade, like visiting all the,
Memorials.
fucking, memorials and shit.
Yeah.
And so it was just like that was like out of the whole little tour I just did to like, and it was not even a tour. It was just like a couple days of shows, but that was like the best show I played for sure. It was just real fun. And
So you just said one of your favorite and best shows is a house show.
yeah.
That let's think about that for a minute.
Yeah, I actually have a lot to say about that.
That's it's wild. Like when we grew
Most
up,
of my best shows have come from house shows.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't realize that.
and guys are doing that. Like,
Yeah, so like a lot of people think like when you're you're trying to make it as a musician, you have to go to bars, venues, all this shit. But
Right.
the shows I've gotten paid the best have usually been house shows. The shows I've met the most people have been house shows. My friends in Philadelphia used to run this house called JJ's. They called it JJ's Diner, and after Parks, and that was the same house that Modern Baseball used to run shows in when they went. They lived in West Philly, and those shows at that house have literally given me. I can't even tell you, like just the amount of people I've met from house shows it's insane.
And what is the setup for a house show? Because obviously you're not in a bar with a stage and lights and sound. Like,
So usually it's just like some college kid's house,
Just
and
wanna-
there's like a basement or
Just
somewhere where
wanna
they
hang
have
out.
people play. They have like a little PA system, and people are either like, I don't know, everyone's like hanging out. Some people are drinking, some people are like stoned.
yeah, well, Senator Quest had a house show release party.
Yeah,
Yeah, like right
but
before
it's-
they did
I
our
mean, if
show,
you think
yeah.
about it, though, I mean, it's like it's the comfort of a home rather than what I mean.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like there's something about it, and
Yeah,
like
it's neat.
it's crazy though. Like I said, almost every good show or every solid show I've played, there's a solid chance it's been at a house. It's just like I've met so many fucking people through house shows. It's like unbelievable.
Well, you think about it as a fan too. A house show is so much more personal and intimate, and like all your best shows, like we've been to hundreds of concerts over the years. The best ones are like the ones where you meet the band, or
Yeah.
there's some sort of intimacy involved, or whatever. Nobody's like, oh, some arena show is the best show I've ever seen, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like you're sitting, 100 miles away from the band. They're about that big. The sound is shit. Like nobody really thinks of those shows as the best shows. It's like, oh, cool.
Bros
I was a part
surrounded by you.
Yeah.
Oh
You're paying $12 for a beer. That kind of stuff. Like the intimate shows, I think, are really the best.
Yeah,
best
and that's the super cool thing about house shows is like you're just hanging out with a bunch of people and playing music and like everyone's for the most part kind. And like I said, people are literally going to somebody's house to listen to music. You go to a bar, you may not be going to listen to music. You may be going to eating and to go eat.
Right.
And you might be pissed off that someone's playing music. You know what I mean? Like I can't tell you how many times I played at a bar and someone's been fucking pissed because my speaker's too loud.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, the volume's on like 2. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, so the house shows are definitely they've been key to a lot of my
that makes sense though.
Success, I guess.
You mentioned it, No. We just had Blue October on Friday at the Woodlands, and it was like,
oh yeah, how was that?
It was awesome. It was because it was just the two guys, obviously Justin, the main guy, and the keyboard and violinist is a violinist, violin player. It was just, and it was like a 2 of the ballroom, so it wasn't like big. It was like a room, and they play their songs and they talk to their audience, and they were just very interactive. It was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so I guess it was very similar to a house show. It's like,
I saw your picture with them. You got to meet them too, which is cool.
Yeah, the coolest part was my wife and I have been to 6, 7 of their shows. We met them twice. They were in our studio back in, I think, May of this year. And we brought our son, and he was like in awe. Like, oh my God, he's so beautiful, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And we saw him again. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder if he'll remember who we are. I'm like, probably not. This guy sees 1,000 people a day,
Right.
And he remembered who we were. He's like, what's up, dude? How's your son? Is he still beautiful? I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
Like, so, like, I had met him before, and, like, I was still, like, kind of starstruck, and just, like, it meant a lot to me that he remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. That's yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It was cool. Yeah, it was neat. So.
Kyle Johnson ask him to play Just Seen a Face. And he also asks Bad Answers Reunion Tour featuring Chris Michaels.
Bad Answers was my high school band. The amount of fucking times I get asked. We have a song called Ashes that I wrote when I was like fucking 12.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, play Ashes. Everywhere instead of Freebird, I get play Ashes. I don't know what the fuck I even wrote about. I have no idea. I was 12. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck was I writing about when I was 12?
Yeah.
But,
burning papers.
If Jerry Connor's watching, which, great Old Charade song, premiered.
Yes. Please check out, we just premiered Old Charade's new song.
Jerry Connor's one of my best friends in the world. Yeah, Jerry Connor and I used to have a band. Everyone always asks us to do a reunion show. We may do a reunion show at some point in the future. Just one show to play all the shitty songs I wrote when I was younger.
just so that everybody stops.
So it's done. So it's one and done. Like pretty much as big as the Gaslights 10-year anniversary of the 59 Sound, but for my shitty local band when I was 12.
Like Ed Kuzo for how many years got melded reunions. He finally did it. He finally did it this year. Got out of the way.
Ed, dude. Oh, also I forgot.
Not that we wouldn't want to see it again, but
I miss Ed. I don't know if Ed's watching, but happy belated birthday. I messed up Mr. Birthday yesterday, and also happy birthday Chelsea because I know Chelsea's birthday is today.
He was tuned in earlier. Actually.
Awesome.
All right, so yeah, we should wrap up pretty soon.
Oh, jeez.
Anything else you want to
that was a
jump into? Yeah, it goes by quick, and we try to keep it local, personal and everything. But we did talk about the holiday show, but let's kind of plug that again. That's the Saturday, December 22nd. My only worry is there's like so many shows going on that day now.
A lot of shows going on that day. Motionless in White.
So Motionless in White is doing their first show their first club show in Scranton in 9 years. Although we did have a reader that debated it with us the other day and was like, "Hey, I remember they did a show in 2010." It's like, yeah, it was like some show at like Clam Diggers, which
I don't even know what the fuck that is. Yeah.
I'm sure everyone wants to forget Clam Diggers, so that's probably why the band forgets it completely. I mean, that name alone should tell you all you need to know about the venue itself.
I've ever heard in my life.
It's in Dixon City. It's like it's in a hotel next to a bowling alley. It's so terrible.
Wow.
It's the weirdest place to see a show. So it was weird to me that there was a metal show there because I'm a metal guy and I had no idea they had any of that kind of stuff there. So that's just weird.
Imagine bowling.
But some guy, guarantee if we post something on the internet, there will be someone out there to complain about it or someone to point out, oh, well, actually, let me correct you on that. You know, there's always somebody who's got to like, well, yeah, you know, it's not really,
It's like
whatever.
Ted Mosby and How I Made Money. You know, he always actually, and he corrects everybody, the glass shattering.
It's pretty much exactly like that. It's ridiculous.
Ted Mosby.
Okay, so maybe there was one little one-off thing that they did. But in other words, it's been at least 8 years, if not 9 years, almost a decade since they played a club show in the area. They do come in the Vans Warped Tour every couple years or so. But if you don't make it to that, you know, this is a big show. So that just sold out. We just posted about that. So if you want to learn about that, you can scroll down a little bit. And then there's the Lifer show is going to be...
Which is that? What is that?
Lifer was a band when we were a little younger that played around here.
Oh, I heard about that show.
Yeah, we had them on the show a little while ago. So they've done a couple reunion shows. This is another reunion show. They're actually like starting to record new music and stuff, which is crazy because, I mean, the last time they had an album out was what, 2001?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
So it's cool to see that kind of, and they were like new metal, like when that was like a thing in the early 2000s. So.
And they're great musicians.
They are. They're great guys, great musicians, great band to see. You know, we've been at all the shows that the first two shows that they did that were reunion shows. So that'll be a big show. And
that's a Coal City Tavern in Luzerne.
Right, which used to be the old Voodoo Lounge,
right,
which was like a big place to see shows back in the day. A lot of like touring acts that come through there and stuff like that. Not so much these days, but it's a cool little spot because it seems like this tiny little bar, but then there's a whole back room area with like a big stage and stuff like that can fit, you know, maybe a couple hundred people. And
I saw Theory of a Dead Man there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 05.
So we're going
05,
back.
I was playing some Mario Party. I don't know which one though. It was like Mario Party 4 or 5 at the GameCube. I think.
Jesus.
So you had your priorities straight.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance. I talked on my Instagram about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I didn't get the chance to talk about that yet, but devoted a lot of many hours of my life for the last couple days to that game.
Yeah,
it's fucking great. If anyone's looking for, you know, the final push to buy Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, go buy it.
Well, they have a new one coming out too, right? Is there a new one?
Oh, it just came out.
Oh, is that the
new one
just
I
came out?
waited
Okay.
too long to play that fucking game.
See, I'm so behind on games. Like,
I gotta get you a Switch.
Yeah,
if I make it big, the first thing I'm doing, I'm gonna buy you a Switch.
All right,
I'm trying to get my friend Matt to buy a Switch. You just being a bit. I don't know. You won't fucking get a Switch. Just buy a Switch. I don't know. My life got so much better.
Yeah.
I definitely could have had this album out already if I didn't buy a Switch, but
if it wasn't for, damn you, Nintendo.
But it's definitely made, you know, my life a lot better.
So when are we expecting new music for like the next album, maybe?
Well, hopefully single next week.
Okay.
And album, I have no idea. I'm hoping by the spring.
Nice.
My latest, I'm hoping May. Latest.
All right.
I'm hoping earlier. Hoping March.
We're gonna hold you to that.
Yeah. May.
We'll be checking here.
Maybe I'll call it 22 when I turn 22 in May. You know? No, it's actually called The Price of Comfort. I have that already planned out. So.
I like that.
I have it all planned out.
Saturday, September 22nd, the NEPA Holiday Show. Check it out because, you know, a lot of people I think have been, you know, I've seen a lot of the comments, you know, post about the lineup and stuff like that.
The thing about the lineup drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Because, like, Tiger's Jaw said they weren't
right. Tiger's Jaw already played in Scranton a couple weeks ago.
They literally said they were not playing in Scranton because of that show. And then Captain broke up.
Yeah.
Which is, like, those two it's those two bands that everyone's kind of, like, feeling upset about, which, believe me, I mean, I love to see those two bands again.
Yeah.
But, like, the reasons they're not playing are evident and they were there. You know what I mean? Like that's what.
And Tiger's Jaw played in January at the Kirby Center, and then
Yeah.
went
Oh
to
my
Ritz.
God, I forgot about that.
So if you fucked up and didn't see them, that's
Yeah.
your fucking problem.
Yeah, and I mean, and I got this cool hat at that show because the Sidekicks are fucking great, and Sidekicks are one of my top played artists on Spotify this year. So if you missed the Sidekick show, you fucked up.
That's a problem, though. People are like, "Oh, fuck them! Like they're not playing." Well, you fucked up twice.
Right.
You blew it.
You already could have
Every
seen
time
what
my
you
friend
did.
Mariah,
They probably wouldn't be coming to this show either. They'd be like,
my friend Mariah, every time she has a show, she says, "Don't blow it, come." And
Well, you know, it's
Don't
funny
blow
because I've listened to the other two bands that are playing, Dark Thoughts and Ramona, and they're both really good.
yeah,
They both have that like high energy punk sort of sound that
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
hear at this type of show.
Yeah.
So you really are missing out if you don't go and if you don't
Yeah.
support it just because Tiger's Jaw isn't playing.
yeah, and also, I mean, you're seeing the
Captain
Menzingers
Singing
in
isn't playing.
Scranton. I mean, like, what else? I mean, I'm so.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not going to any of the other two shows, what else would you be doing?
Right.
Like, what else is there to do?
Yeah. Right before Christmas.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's the perfect opportunity. So if you're not going to either of those other two shows, you
Yep.
should be going to this one. You know what I mean? And, I mean, this show's pretty sick. You should go to this show.
Yeah. I hope there's a good turnout for you
I think there
guys.
will be.
I think there will
I think
be.
a lot of people travel for this show, which is awesome, which I always forget about.
Yeah.
But,
Well, you know, it's funny. We hear all the time, like, especially when we post about Kenny Chesney, there's people complaining in the comments. Well,
get ready for the comments.
yeah, there's some guy going, well, this doesn't help the local scene and all. You know what helps the local scene? Actually going to
Going to
local
shows.
shows, actually going up and showing and supporting. So please go to this show or one of those other shows. I mean, you can't go to Motionless because it's already sold out. So if you don't have tickets,
Yeah,
you're
that's the
screwed
thing.
on
If you fucked up and you didn't go to that show,
Yeah.
you're not going to the other one. You
You definitely got to go. You
have to
definitely
buy
got to go
tickets
to
to the show.
the holiday show. I always have a great time every year. It's always a great time. Please go. So show
Cultural
up.
Center is
And,
beautiful. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly. You
It's
know,
all that spooky stuff about the secret passageways and whatnot.
yeah.
in there.
And if you're one of those like older guys like me, where you're like, oh, the kids are moshing and stuff and whatever. There's so much space at the Cultural Center.
Yeah.
You can hang out in the back. You can hang
I got
out
a
on the
concussion.
balcony.
Yeah.
I got a
watch the
concussion
show.
at one 2 years ago.
I remember that.
My
yeah.
friend Parker.
You came right over because we had a
fucking-
table.
Yeah,
You came
I was
right over.
out of it, dude.
And I was like, oh my god,
Dude, my friend Parker was wearing fucking boots and kicked me in the back of the head because he was crowd surfing during Tiger's Jaw. And I literally was like, oh god, like just totally fucking out. Like
Yeah.
it was like so bad. And then it was nice though because I got to miss a choir concert the next day, which looked out pretty good. But yeah, it was nice.
My wife went last year 5 days before she delivered our son. We just stood up on the balcony.
no excuse.
No.
No excuse. Nothing.
She stood the whole time too.
My hair may even be longer by then.
Yeah.
There's no reason to miss it.
Robert Russell agrees with us. Ramona are amazing. So we want to end the show with a new song. That you have.
Shit, forgot about that. All right.
We're gonna put you on the spot and make you do it after we've
You have to
filled
go
with a few
wrestle, though,
beers.
right? And then he says when you're playing. When
Yes,
I'm playing,
yes,
you
we're
guys
gonna
are-
fight while
Yeah.
he's playing. It'll be a great time. So thank
Slow.
you all so much for tuning in. We will see you here next Wednesday, 7 to 8 p.m. We probably won't be doing a show the day after Christmas. Is like that. There's a Wednesday coming up.
Yeah.
That's I don't think we're going to be here for that. I can imagine the crew wants to come out for that. But
No, Nick is already like, fuck you guys.
yeah. but yeah, we'll be here next week, and we'll have hopefully an interesting guest for you.
Yeah, Menzingers, Motionless White, want to come on? Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know? Both of them. We'll interview you half
At
hour
the same
increments.
time.
Yeah.
It's like a competition. Who's going? You have to promote
Who wants
each show.
Who wants us?
Who wants to go
Right.
to my show? Who wants to go to your show?
But thank you, Beer Boys. Thank you, V-Spot.
Yes.
Wildmeats.com. Get your last minute orders in for the holidays and use the code word POPCOFREE at checkout and get free shipping. Wildmeats.com.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
It's fun. Thanks for letting me drink for free.
Of course.
Thank you, Beer Boys.
But now I have to sing falsetto stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
you're
Right.
fucked.
You guys gave me beer. What,
We're gonna get this stuff out.
do I just start or what am I doing here?
Count me in.
You want to introduce the song?
Wow, there's a lot going on. The song's called My Anxious Soul. I'll be playing it at the holiday show. Track 3 of the set. If you want to hear it full band, you should come. What I would do for a new life, what I would do to feel alive. Is there something in my bones that limits my strength, makes me unstable on my own? Makes me long for something, someone for my anxious soul to hold. Can you explain your reasons once again? It's not that I'm stupid, I just don't think we can be friends, but I'm too drunk to how to make any sense. And you can tell me that we're dead, and you can say I'm fucked up in my head, but that won't fix what's wrong with me. So please fix me. Fix me, 'cause I'm scared and I'm lonely. So please fix me. Something in your eyes that limits my stress, makes me stable, makes me alive, makes me believe that someday the sun will rise, not another star will die, like the last 3 times we tried, did we try? So I will rise, someday my heart will die. Will your world be dead? Will your earth still spin? Someday my heart will die. Will your world be dead? Will your earth start spinning?